that animals, they are rehabilitated in the zoos and in the marine mammal parks and they're returned to the wild. These animals, they can't fend for themselves after they've already been in the zoo because they have relied on a bucket of food as long as they've been in there. And so when they go back, it is likely that they die. And when the habitats that they are staying in much resemble the natural habitats and meets their needs, the Association for Zoos and Aquariums has minimum standards where they only require enough room to lay down, stand up, and just move around a little, and nothing saying vegetation or anything like that. Yes, sir.
Where did you read that when the animals are reintroduced into the environment that they are likely to die?
It happens in a number of cases. For SeaWorld, a whale named Pico, she was returned to the wild after she left, and she died there.
How did you know animals are miserable? Has there been a study to prove that, or is that an assumption of these organization critics?
The animals are given drugs because when they sit in a corner and they do nothing. They pace back and forth, which is signs that they're bored, and they are given a number of drugs because they're basically suffering. And the lifespan that is in natural versus zoos is actually much shorter because female orcas can live up to be 90 years old in the wild, and whenever they're in captivity, right now the oldest living orca is only 47 years old, and they have died much before they've reached it.
Was your study on how old animals live in zoos just based on aquarium organisms or, mammals in zoos and circuses?
Much of the larger cats, they live a lot shorter as well. Well, 95% of animals are not threatened or endangered, and only 1% of profits from SeaWorld goes to conservation.
Where did that come from?
SeaWorld report. And breeding programs, what happens there is a lot of animals in captivity that were born and bred in captivity may not even know how to mate, or they have no interest in mating. So artificial insemination is used, which is a method to impregnate much animals, such as pandas, because they have low numbers in the wild, but they also have low birth rates. So breeding programs would seem to be worthwhile, but really they're not. Elephants, it is 50% more expensive to breed animals in captivity than it is to maintain their populations in the wild. Questions?
I was just going to ask, when you said in your introduction that elephants especially are sedated, why did you point out elephants? I just know that they're used in both zoos and circuses. Is there a reason that you specifically use elephants?
Well, elephants are a big animal, so when humans would go to encounter them and capture them, they would need to sedate them so they would cooperate. And zoos, they may be cheaper than saying going on a safari or whale watching.
In your introduction, you said that documentaries are a more efficient way of learning. How is that true?
Because the animals that are held in zoos and marine mammal parks, they are unnatural, and when you look at an animal in a zoo and a lion does not pace back and forth in the wild. It runs and it hunts animals and antelope and other prey. And at marine mammal parks, orcas, they don't jump up and down and do all these stunts in the water with their trainers in the wild. They can roam the horizon with their families, with their pods, and they don't have to worry about waiting to get their next meal after they performed correctly and went into their pen at night. And much of their meals are on a set schedule, when in the wild, they can eat whenever and however much they need. And they usually don't eat, because they could be hungry, but they have that set amount of food and they can't get any more from their servings inside of a bucket. And lions are sometimes fed pellets and lions don't eat pellets in the wild either.
If the animals are the correct weight and they're not, you can't see their bones, then how can you say that they're not being fed properly?
Just saying that when they're in the wild, they can just have whatever they want. They don't have to wait to have a meal. Just like if you wanted a snack, you could get a snack, but they can't get a snack because they have to wait for it.
Thank you. Negative?